Spontaneous salutations, Instagram.
Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
It's
Almost May. I can't believe it's almost May though.
I know, but you got your
Kind
Christmas
of
hat
going
on.
crazy.
I kind of like it.
That's the beanie. Gotta represent the
Gotta
company.
get the beanie on.
Plus, my hair's a little bit of a mess today, so I'm
I
covering
wish I had that issue.
Covering that up.
Yeah, it must be hard to have good hair.
Well, you have pretty nice hair and some makeup today.
Oh, I know. I'm all dolled out.
Would
Look
you
at
like
that.
to share with our Instagram audience why?
I look like one of the Golden Girls, don't I?
But why is that? That's what everyone's waiting for.
Oh, I never get all made up, but I was actually, it was stark treatment, I have to say. Very unusual for me, but hair and makeup, trying to get a hold of Nike, gonna try to get into a commercial.
Yeah.
So I needed some professional headshots.
And speaking of which,
I've never done that.
Speaking of which, I also wanted to say thank you to everyone in the makeup fam for sending over a huge list of agencies and directors.
We need agents.
Yeah.
We need good agents. You know, ones that go with, team players. Like him and I, he's looking for something totally different than I am. I'm just looking to fill a bucket list and get on some, sports commercial.
Are you going to be on the new Snickers commercial?
I would be.
Are you going to...
I would be a great Betty White.
Are you going to do something like...
Especially with this makeup on.
Are you going to do
almost
something
makes you look like I'm tan, huh? Wow.
It's like you went out in the sun. I had that. I had that too when I went to mine now.
Yeah, but
I'm pale.
You're used to that. Well, I'm very pale.
I've done theater for 16, 17 years.
Totally.
I know exactly how it's done.
An odd.
If you asked me when I was if I was 8 years old when I first got the makeup done, I was like, "What in the world is happening?"
Yeah, no, I mean,
So,
I get it.
Admittedly, I don't like eyeliner. To this day, I do not like eyeliner. Anytime that they're like, "Okay, look up," I'm like, panic sets in.
Well, you couldn't be vice president because apparently he wears that. I don't know. I don't even look at the douche. What can I tell you? But it was a cool experience. Yeah. Very out of my norm.
I'm proud of you.
To get
I'm proud of you that you got it done
and glammed up. The photographer, she was Carissa, was very kind, very nice.
She doesn't make you feel intimidated or any pressure or any anxiety.
No.
She's very casual.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Professional, but very casual.
Her studio is really, I love the aesthetics of that.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's an exciting feeling when you walk in.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, she doesn't have, she's got a lot of stuff there to be able to move around and create a shot that you probably didn't even think of,
Yes.
They had a lot of really, frilly gown kind of things. That's not me.
But that's not your spit.
No.
But the outfits that you did have
we
were
could get the makeup lady
nice.
to get one done.
I hope so. I was surprised to hear that she didn't have one done yet.
I wanted
she
to
was
see
friendly
her.
too.
Oh, very friendly. And yeah, she should get it done. Here she is. She caters to everybody else. Why not?
Did she tell you about all the things that she does? She's
No.
She's done Broadway. She's television. She's
didn't.
done film. She's, you name it, she's been a part of it.
Yeah.
For many years she's been doing it.
She looks so familiar to me. I don't know why. Obviously, it's not like I've ever had any kind of makeup. Maybe we went to school together. I don't know.
It's a small world. You never know.
I didn't want to, I didn't want to intrude too much. You know what I mean? But she was very kind. She was very kind. They were very kind. I had my own little tiny marquee that said...
I know. Wasn't that nice?
That was cute. Did you have that too?
I actually didn't check. I didn't know that they had that when I went. I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. I
too many
noticed my
things
name.
going
I
through
was
my
like,
head.
what's going on?
I had to learn how to tie a tie myself in under 5 minutes while I was in the dressing room. So
yeah,
a lot of things I was thinking about.
Well, you did it.
I did it.
Under pressure.
I know.
Well,
I was impressed that I managed to do it.
You can't use anymore,
No.
I guess you could. They probably do have them. I bet they do.
They might, but I think it's more so for not to say that they can't be for adults, but I think it's more so that our audience is children, just because easy to get on and off.
Yeah.
Especially when kids, they're squirmy and wormy.
Speaking of that,
we have that.
Yeah, and she just had a big thing. She said that because there were those little tiny, did you see them, specks of confetti.
Yes, I
She
saw
said
that.
that they were trying to entertain a 4-year-old for pictures. Oh. So there was confetti all over the place, little gold pieces of confetti.
Did you see? I thought that she was I thought she was saying you were gonna have confetti in one of your
No,
shots.
we were teasing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we were teasing. I said, "Is that for me?" She goes, "No, a little kid came and did the pictures."
Oh, okay.
I said, "I wanted you to like throw it in the air and
You did something that I didn't do when I had my pictures taken. That was for some of your shots. You were outside to get the right lighting.
I was inside.
Which came out pretty nice. I saw some of the pictures.
She was outside.
Very nice.
I was inside the door.
Oh.
And I was inside this like cutout that looked like this. I said, "It looks like I'm coming out of an envelope."
Oh.
You know what I mean? And
it didn't look like that.
But her and I were laughing. We were laughing. How can you not laugh?
Well, it's good.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it was. We'll see. We'll let you know what the final. We saw your finals came out great.
I did. I had mine done earlier this month. I don't know if I announced it here on Instagram. So. I announced it on TikTok. If you follow me over there, you heard the news. But for those who are here on Instagram, I had headshots myself taken at the beginning of the month.
Really
so
nice.
She already went through. I met with her yesterday, and I saw her today.
Yeah.
And I went through. There was 100 pictures out of original 400 plus. That we went through.
Yeah.
And had to trim it down to a select few. So
it's hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard because I mean, she took some really great shots.
It's easy in the beginning round because it's easy to find the duds.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, here's the good ones. Then when it gets to just the good ones, it's like, oh, which good one is better than this good one?
Exactly.
It's hard.
Well, I think the concepts of the ones that you chose are perfect for business and for for roles.
I thought so too.
You know what I mean? Because we're still looking for roles. I mean, I have roles, but not that kind of role. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't know about you, but me personally, I said this in the TikTok live too, but there was, to kind of give a breakdown for people, there's 2 types of lighting styles that they have, and since you've just had it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Where there's more of a flat background, where it's a lot more well lit, evenly lit, I should say. More so of you pop out against a blank background kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then there's the textured backgrounds, the painted backgrounds, which are more dramatically lit with sharp shadows and heavier highlights in certain areas.
Yeah.
I like those better than the ones that for me it's different. Not to say that the flat backgrounds and evenly lit were bad. It's just the dramatic lighting was new to me, and I found that much more interesting.
Yeah.
Than
I thought the whole process was.
I thought it was all fun
interesting.
too.
She had music, I danced.
I know
it's
a dance
which
party,
which was fun. And
Carissa Van Tassel photography for anyone who needs to get headshots done.
Yeah, in New Haven. If you're a aspiring actor,
or just need to get some headshots updated for the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Get into the camera here.
She does it all. I know. I should move over. But
we're getting half your face.
I don't want. Well, that's a good thing.
There you go.
How are you? Good to see you again. But I got to be honest with you. The pictures were taken with no glasses.
Yeah, that was.
And I always wear glasses. So when she was showing me some of the shots, I couldn't see shit.
I know. I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking. You
can
barely make
I
was
make out closing one
things.
Eye, and I was like, yeah, that looks great to me.
You can barely make out certain details
you know,
without our glasses.
Probably when I see them, I love them.
I saw them and I thought that they came out very nice.
You saw them with your glasses.
I saw them. They came out
and
very
you're
nice.
pretty hypercritical, so I would hope that you would
I wouldn't be hypercritical about you.
No. I mean,
it was a big moment for you.
No, if you saw something you didn't like.
Yes,
I would say, hey, look, I don't like that, or, whatever.
But there wasn't something I was opposed to.
I let them do whatever.
Yeah.
They did whatever with makeup. They did whatever with hair. I said, do whatever you want.
They're the professionals. Yeah. They've been doing this a lot longer than we have.
So I was like, just do, this is what you got to work with. So do the best you can. Good luck. The lady had a big suitcase. I'm like,
I know.
I'm like the makeup lady. I'm like, I think you need a bigger suitcase for me. You need a little spatula.
I told you she comes prepared.
Yeah, she does.
She has everything ready to go.
We need a little Flex Seal for a curtain, a couple of places. It's,
The only thing is one of the shirts that my mom was looking forward to sharing. Don't worry, she got it in there. But you left it at the house before the shot.
I know, the major thing.
I had to go back home and grab it.
Go back home, thank God.
But you're for a second you're like, oh, maybe I should just skip it. No,
I was gonna skip it
because that's the shirt that you want to show. So
I'm like,
that's
how the freak could I? Yeah, what are you gonna do? I'm a turd. But I was there. I just forgot something, as per usual. So other than that, that was our big news for the month as far as
this month.
Yeah, as far as, the photo shoots are done. We're just waiting. You're a little bit more ahead of me as far as, the production part of the pictures. We're trying to drum up some business here. Here we come towards the Memorial Day parade.
1 month away.
And,
we'll see you then.
We're trying to drum up some business, getting Spencer's name out there, getting his studio, Tyrannosaurus Studios, out there. It's very difficult having a new business.
It is.
And to get your name
tricks of the
and
trade.
face and products, out there. Any kind of birthdays, holidays, celebrations.
Birthdays I have covered. A universal, like boys and girls birthday. But I definitely would like to break it down to boys and girls specifically for that, like their own designated party. But at the moment, I have stuff for boys and girls.
Yeah, which is
holidays,
fine, especially when they're little. Like this shirt in particular, which I think is absolutely adorable.
Yeah,
which says
our neighbor's kid has that.
This one. Tank loves me, and the dog wore it once. Let me straighten it so it doesn't have a wrinkle. And try not to get makeup on. See, okay. See, Tank loves me. That's adorable. I'll try not to cut your face off. That's adorable for a little kid that really enjoys dinosaurs. Great color for the summer,
Plus
nice beach wear. It's nice and light. You're going to bring your kids to the beach.
One thing about this kind of fabric is that it's very breathable. So if
and
you're
you won't
outside,
miss your kid wearing this color.
No, it jumps out. As a matter of fact, I've had a couple of people come up to me saying, hey, I saw your car going down the street because the car magnets. I'm like, and then they just jump out at you and they're like, that's a good thing. I said, thank goodness.
Yeah, it's the color. He jumps out. It's like, at the green.
In the green room.
In the green room, and you gotta wear
literally
green. I don't always
off
wear
camera.
green.
I don't think I've mentioned this in the past, but literally the green room. Because can you clarify for everyone watching?
It's green.
There's green
green and black.
Green foam padding on the walls.
It's a big sound booth.
Yeah.
So green is your microphone. Everything's green. We like green here, including money. But speaking of that, jump over to his Etsy page. You got to look at all the things he has. He has already produced for sale. Tank's already slashed prices.
He has. That is something that I should also clarify. You may have seen it on my story, my Instagram story, because I share it almost every single day. Sometimes going out with the dog 50 times.
Yeah.
And trying to get a couple other marketing things done.
We can't even have him up here.
No, I know.
Because he's
just antsy-pantsy.
Yeah,
but he can't climb the stairs.
Yeah, he climbed
all by himself.
He can jump. He's got some serious hair.
I know. The first day we're
like,
we'll put him in
that frisbee. No, whether they throw something in the dog.
Yeah, the water, the long jump.
Water. Man,
it's a long jump.
He could do that with no problem.
I have no doubt.
Yeah, he can clear things with absolutely no problem. But speaking of the Memorial Day parade, so your kid's gonna wear a tank, right? And
literal. He's a tank.
He's tank, so he's gonna wear a T-shirt of tank. Right, to the beach. I'm just talking beach, okay? So you're going with your kiddo. So that takes care of that, all right? So now hubby, he's going to go, not another day at the freaking beach, right? He comes with a nice hat, right?
Camo hat, colors.
Right? To sit there and say, why did I ever come to the beach, right?
Well,
so now you got to occupy the kid.
I wish I could enjoy the beach.
No,
but
I'm
pale.
10 minutes,
I roast.
Right?
I
10
roast.
minutes. So then, right, you got to occupy the kid. After the sand castle, you get him underneath the umbrella, the big umbrella you have, right? Now you're saying, okay, I'll read him a book, right? So now you're reading the kid a book, and he have his own little bookmark, okay?
Books are the best kind of brain food.
And it's adorable. See it there? And it's also
it's
aluminum. It's not cheap. It doesn't bend in half or anything like that. So, you don't see too many of these oreganols. And so you're still at the beach, right? Besides whatever. But now you're getting done from the beach, right? And you're like, holy shit, well, we got to drive in all this traffic. Where are my keys? Well, here you go, right? You got the lanyards. Here you go with the lanyards.
Bright green.
Okay? You're not going to lose this. Even if your kid buries it half in the sand, a piece will come hanging out. You'll say, great, I found the keys. Let's go to the car, right? Okay, so we dust off really good, and it's one of those things. I feel like I want to go out for, like, clam strips or something like that. And the kid can get a burger, right? And your feet are freaking all burnt to crisp and shit, right? You have a nice little pair of slacks on, and look at you. You put on a pair of these socks, these babies. You like dinosaurs. Even if you just like green, you got a pair of khakis on, whatever. There you go. You're the freaking talk of the town. And look, we hit every single thing except for the fact when you get home and you're exhausted and you're like, shit, I did not get my fill of coffee today. Oh, no problem. You go, look, let's make a cup of coffee because I'm starting to get tired. I know he's just waking up, but I've been at the beach all day and I'm starting to get tired. I need to stay up a couple more hours. I need my fossil fuel. Okay? And they come in 2 sizes. Okay, this is just one size.
Yes, this is an 11-ounce mug, so typical coffee mug size.
But you're coming home from the beach. You also have
15 ounces, too.
You're coming home from the beach, so you probably went with just this, because then you're going to want to go to bed. Understand what I'm saying? And the beauty about that is every single item that I just went through comes with
20% off. So every purchase that you make, or if you gift it to a friend who likes dinosaurs, the color green, or both, it's a bonus, then you or they will be eligible for 20% off your next purchase of items. So if you want to gift it to a friend, they'll get 20% off. If they want to gift it to a friend, that friend will get 20% off, and so on and so forth.
And look at that. The whole day for the beach has now been completed, and it's all full of dinosaurs. Did I told you there's a little kid on TikTok?
I just want to say that's very good. That was a tremendous improv skit that you just did.
Did you like that?
I did. And it hit all the marks.
That's what you did.
I'm bravo. Can we get a round of applause, chat? Round of applause.
You're welcome. You're welcome. As a matter of fact, I've been digging up some of the old clips of when I used to do stand-up, and I'm plopping it on. People are
I saw that.
Yeah, they're like,
you've been a big hit over there on YouTube.
It's like,
You've been getting close to 2,000 viewers.
Well, I'm trying to, what, on YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't think it's 2,000.
Yeah. Some of your shorts are hitting 2,000 views.
Yeah, I gotcha. I was going to say followers.
What did you think?
Lisa DCT. I thought followers, but I'm trying to get everything off. There's so many over the years of TikTok stuff, trying to get it over to YouTube because who knows?
Backlog.
I don't know if anybody watched last night. I noticed it because I was up really, really early this morning, as per usual. So I hopped on TikTok after I do all my spirituality stuff. And I'm like, holy crap. Anything that had a blue check was freezing.
What do you mean?
It was freezing. Like they'd start their video and then it stopped. And it would just...
Someone actually mentioned that in the comments. They said your video stopped. You're the first. One of them I said you're the first video that didn't freeze. I'm like, what are they talking
anybody
about?
Who was like a regular schmo.
I didn't know it.
Like me. This I'm talking about was probably 2:00 this morning.
Right.
And I'm like, what the frick?
I didn't know. I had no idea what they were talking about.
It was irritating.
Like, what?
It almost seemed political. Like a lot of the political people that are on it.
Oh, that's a good point.
It almost seemed like, well, we got a way of not having their get their, message out kind of deal.
Yes.
But I don't. It was frustrating to them because apparently they were still trying to post. They're on the West Coast.
Okay.
And every single thing they were trying to post was freezing. And people kept saying, your things are freezing. And they're saying, there's nothing it can do about the fact that the thing is freezing. So TikTok, I don't know, something major going on with that.
Well, it's kind of been happening since January, which is unfortunate because I've met such a great deal of talented voice actors over on there. I've found a lot of communities in the voiceover group through TikTok and because of TikTok. And someone knew someone, and I introduced a whole lot of networking that was going on. Very effective. Yeah. And also for those who are on TikTok, especially in the beginning before everything was funky, and things have been funky ever since. Yeah. But it was just, there was no real hatred. Like it was a very supportive place, accepting place. People just did them, and people were like, "That's great."
Yeah.
And meanwhile, when I post things on like YouTube and not really Instagram, but more so YouTube,
I like the trash
I think it's more so on YouTube. People are like,
it's all the time.
People are like, you look weird, you sound weird.
You're weird. That's what I would say to people. You're weird.
Just like
they say it to me all the time. You're too loud. Shut up. What the hell are you doing? I don't let people stop me. You only live one life. It's too damn quick. Do what you want. If you like doing it, do it.
Our new motto, you and I, is NTL.
NTL.
Nothing to lose.
That's right. You just got to put it out there and hope that
and
understand.
It's NTL OTG. Nothing to lose, only to gain.
That's exactly right. I mean, if I told, like we were talking about today, that lady that happened to be in that really frilly gown in the picture, and I said, I can never wear that. And she was saying that she was a colonel in the Army. Did you hear her telling me?
I didn't hear about that.
And it was like, wow, that's amazing.
Was that the woman in the brown dress on the wall
really
that she had?
Like
that very elaborate.
Like Cynthia Erivo big gown.
It was a very pretty
which
picture.
Which is not my thing.
A very pretty woman.
But
pretty picture.
She said, man,
I didn't know that
she was like, wow, what that woman has gone through. See, and then she was sitting there listening to some of my things and was like, wow, everybody has a story. You have a story too.
Sure
you know
do.
What I mean? And you just have to find that way to, and you'll continue to have a story because that's how life is.
Well, it only grows.
Yeah.
It only continues to grow. The more things you experience, more things you try, more years you gain.
Yeah,
obviously.
You have. But the whole thing is, life is, life kicks you. And it will be like,
yes, it does.
Okay, so you're going to stop now? You're done now? And you got to say, no, I'm not done. I'm going to get back up, and I'm either going to try it again, or I'm going to do it. Jesus, if babies gave up every time they fell,
they would never walk.
They would never walk.
That is funny that you should say that, though, because I should have shared it on my story. That would have been funny, but I didn't. It was this video of, the caption of the meme was, owning a small business must be so much fun, but it must be a lot of work, too. And it had the process and a colon, and the video was of this tiny little girl in the teacup ride and Disney doing this. It's like, that's exactly what it is. It's like, panic!
I know, but you learn as you go. You know what I mean? I mean, life's going to throw you a panic. I've learned... I panic about other things. I don't panic over, whoever's running whatever, because I just...
Who liked one of your videos?
Oh, I could care... No. I mean, if you like it, you like it. And you click, you like it. And I appreciate that. Some things I do are not so funny. Some things are off the cuff. Who the hell knows?
I think, at least I can say for a majority... I think a lot of my generation is getting somewhat better when it comes to posting, like sharing themselves online. Some people aren't, and that doesn't matter what generation or age that you are. Some people just aren't. Like, we talked about in the studio today. People are not their thing. But it's like you have to put yourself out there, and you have to just don't be afraid.
Right.
There are going to be people that judge you and criticize, but you have to keep doing you.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. I mean, some people don't want to do that, which is fine. The thing that, listen, you can't not put yourself out there, right? Be like, oh, I don't want, because now somebody's going to say something about me, my face, my this, my that. Somebody's going to say something about anything. It's just the way it is. But
you have something in your teeth.
Thank you. Something that annoys the shit out of me is people that film something going on and don't intervene.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. Like, why are you filming this?
When you could be putting
helping
down the phone and reaching out to someone like they're a person. Because you're a person.
Yeah, I don't get. Oh, let me get this all on film while Joe Blow's dying over here in the ditch.
Well, not with saying anything, but people who know probably would know. But something like that happened very recently. And it was, people found out about it, and there was such backlash because how could you do something like that?
I don't understand.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I can understand protecting yourself for legalities. Unfortunately, you have to do that nowadays. Mm-hmm. I've never, thank God, so far, knock on wood, have had to do that. But I guess if somebody was saying or they were going to do something or whatever, you get it on. Have it filmed or whatever, but to just, that's one thing, but to, film somebody who, needs help or, see if you can help them, that not everything needs to be on video.
No.
It's like even on the newscasts, 4 young people just passed away in a car crash, the other night. And, the TV stations this image could be sensitive for viewers. Yeah, don't show it.
Yeah.
Number one,
if it is, then don't share it.
Somebody lost family. Why are you showing that? I don't want to see the last seconds of. I don't.
It becomes.
If I did, I'd be like, I want to see it. But I don't want this.
Right. Don't publicly share it with
whatever. I mean, because
hundreds
it's
and
just
thousands of viewers.
But that's just me. I think TV in itself, besides the breaking news, as I've said before, that drives me freaking insane.
It breaks every 5 minutes.
Oh my God, the whatchamacallit, the graphic nature of broadcasting.
Yeah, that never existed. Even when I was a kid, in the early 2000s, they would never ever show something like that.
No.
I think people are just desensitized.
Well, I think it's certain games or what. Do people even play video games anymore? Is there seriously? You did.
Yeah, I did
back in the day.
I did, and I do now and then. I'm not actively every single day. When I was younger, yes, video games.
Yeah, you're a little too busy now.
Well, I got a lot to manage. But
you got a Wii for sale.
I do. The original Wii I have for sale.
Yeah.
Hit
them up if you want to buy it.
I still have a Switch, which at some point I'd love to hook back up. But I've got to run a business and raise a puppy.
It sucks, doesn't it, to get old?
But they just released. Speaking of which, they just to give you an idea, they just released the brand new generation of the Switch. They now have the Switch 2 that just came out with new games and all this stuff.
I don't know.
And you can get it for the low price of $500.
Yeah.
$500.
Is it because it's coming over from China?
Yeah, Japan and the tariffs. And yes,
the tariffs.
That's why it's so expensive.
I think they're learning tariffs ain't too good because they're cutting back on them. But I mean, that's going to be.
But it's
that's going to take months to get away with.
I don't
to get over that.
It's just too much. It's just too much.
I really hated grocery shopping, but I'll tell you, within the last probably 3-4 months, holy shit, it sucks. You look at the prices on things, I'm like, are you freaking nuts? How? It's just, to me, is amazing. I walk down the aisle, and I'm talking about by the time you leave, right?
Yeah.
I think we got to go back to the time, back in the day, they used to use a corn cob to wipe your ass with. Swear to God. Right? They didn't have toilet paper. Think about it. George Washington didn't have toilet paper.
Right, but is that like factual, or are
yeah.
you just making stuff up?
No.
Corn on the cob.
Like a corn cob, yeah. Not like this, this way. But...
Yikes, no. I didn't know about that.
Hey!
The more you know.
But me saying, like, toilet paper is freaking expensive.
But it doesn't also help that. Would you like this brand, or 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 this one,
and this, the 9-ply. Do you want it to hurt? Do you want it to be like sandpaper? Do you want it soft?
Do you want 4? Do you want 8? Do you want 2?
Oh my God! I'm like, enough! Stop! That's what the thing is. We have too many freaking aisles or whatever.
Or would you like a cookie? What kind of cookie? There's like 50 Oreos.
I know, it's ridiculous, and I don't even like Oreos. I skip that aisle, in the chip aisle. And what have you. I seem to go and be in the same damn aisles. It's like, oh Lord, here we go again. I wanted to ask, because I know we've talked about it before, but you've been really, really working on it a lot.
The comic strip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
getting down to it, my friends.
Can you give any idea of what it is, or you don't want to give that away?
Of what it's about?
Yeah. Don't give the punchline.
No, I won't.
Whatever it is, I haven't seen it.
For anyone out there, especially kids who have gone to the dentist, or they have a fear of going to the dentist. Okay, so
he's at the dentist.
Yes.
Okay.
Because dinosaur, I gotta finally learn about dental hygiene and what it's like.
Tooth.
Yeah, exactly.
A toothy.
And just learning that they're like, the dentist is actually like a fun and safe place. They're there to help you, and they're kind, and there's a reward in it afterwards, especially for kids. Yeah. Like,
you don't end up like, what time's your appointment? 2:30.
No, I don't.
Oh,
nice pun. Nice pun. No, it's there's a better punchline to it.
Good. I can't wait to see that. I'm looking forward to that. Any new garments coming along? Do they have tanks? Tanks?
I think they have tank tops. Yeah, might be a good idea for the summertime coming up fast.
I'm thinking for oh my God, there's so many things I could think of. Really, and you're still looking for puppets.
I am.
What is it? Why can't people get back?
I'm still on the.
Why can't people get back to people?
I don't
have the opportunity to
sorry
be able
if I
to
haven't
reach
gotten
out.
back to you yet, because there's a couple people who I'm
get back to them. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
trying
that.
to
Get
juggle.
back to people.
Juggling as
and you
much
get
as I
back
can.
to me. You know what I mean? It's weird because they did my eyebrows.
Yes.
So I was like with the camera, and she's taking pictures, because I have a very light. I got a host of a lot of things.
They penciled in your eyebrows.
Yeah, look at that, huh? Now I really look like Jeff Dunham's puppet, don't I?
If they were thicker, you could be Walter.
I was laughing like hell. I had lipstick on, but as soon as we get done with this, I'm taking this off because it's itchy as shit.
Yeah, I know.
Then I go back to the normal hideous look.
That was primarily the whole reason why we wanted to come on and do a live, just to share the news.
Somebody gave me a thumbs up.
Thanks for the thumbs up. Just to share your news about you got your pictures taken.
I was excited.
And I got pictures taken earlier this month, and we'll be sharing those as they come out.
Yeah, mine's for commercials.
Yes.
And just
both
it's
of
bucket.
Us, both
mine's
of us
more
for
a bucket
headshots.
list. Yours is a career. Mine is like, let me get this shit done before
also
I kick
for a career.
Yeah.
Because we're still coming through the entire list, because again, thank you, Micah, Sam, for all of you people who sent over a huge list of different agencies and casting directors to get in contact with, because I appreciate that.
I want somebody that plugs for me, because I don't know where to start either.
Well, also to help you find suitable roles for you, because you have a specific kind of thing that you want to do.
Yeah, I want something comedic. That's what I want. I don't want to be a corpse.
Would you ever be on a TV show?
Remember, they asked me to be a corpse.
Yes,
Would I be on a TV show? Sure.
Would you ever do a TV show?
Yeah.
Like a series, not just like an episode. Would you want to be on a series?
Yeah, as long as they give me cue cards. some other damn thing. You know me and trying to at my age, I can remember a song from the 70s like Nobody's Business, but you give me lines like to do like he does. He memorizes scripts and scripts and scripts. And, you know, I can't remember shit. I walk out of the room and I'm like, what the hell did I come in here for?
The biggest thing that's always helped when it comes to memorizing lines is pacing. Well,
yeah, but I used
one of two things. Yeah. I would either pace if I have to do it by myself.
Yeah.
But the alternative is if I learn an entire show, it's because I was always one of those kids. I wouldn't be I wouldn't stand directly outside the curtain. I'd be backstage while everyone else and all the other kids are
you always knew
goofing around.
Everybody else's lines.
I know, but that's because I would sit on the
side. I would remember my own damn
I would
lines.
sit on the sides and listen to the show and learn the pacing and the interaction.
Yeah, that's great though.
Because it's just interesting to me. Well, it was fun and entertaining.
Yeah, plus you're young and your brain works that way. You know, you get older and have some things happen.
Find those times where I go into a room and I grab something. You're like, Spence, did you get this? Oh, I forgot.
That's at your age, just the fast pace of life. That you're moving on to the next thing. You're trying to get everything you can get done in a day. But what else are you looking forward to doing in your business? What's like a target goal for you?
Target goal would be at some point I would love to go do conventions and have a stand at conventions and meet people and make Tank a recognized figure and someone that people revisit and go to, and that's one of my big goals. And also at some point I'd love to do video games, anime, cartoon shows, movies for voiceover.
Yeah. I think that's really, and again, a lot of that I think with an agent.
Yeah.
They'd be able to break through some of the sludge and be able to help you.
Yes.
But we need, you need a
I gotta
good
put
one.
the pieces, but I also have to put the pieces together.
Yeah.
Because I've been congruing a lot of scripts that I've been doing every now and then and cleaning them. Just gotta record them and then edit them together and have those finally set and done.
It's amazing how, I'll speak for myself because I'm much older, but it's amazing how quickly days go by, weeks go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that to Carissa when we were there at the studio. I was like, I remember a month ago, I was like, we have an entire month until Mom's singing. And it's like, here we are.
Yeah.
Here comes Mother's Day.
I know.
Yay for Mother's Day.
Hooray! It's great to be a mother. I'm a mother every day.
And a father.
Mother Fletcher. Anyhow. I don't know who's giving us the likes. I don't think so. I don't know if there's anything that you really wanted to hit. I don't know how long we're ever on these things. How do you tell?
We're almost going at 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay.
I think you should plug your stuff one more time, for sure.
Everything.
Because you didn't say your Etsy.
No, we didn't.
I went through my. I went through my synopsis.
You gave your
Please get these.
Improv.
Get the Tanks. Tank Loves Me shirt for your kid. Oh my God, it's adorable.
I'm gonna.
If they like dinosaurs, you gotta lean in. Oh, I'll lean out. There you go. Lean in. There you go. That's everything. And then you get this. Ding! Right?
Yes.
And you get everything.
You get all of this, and this is just stuff that we have on hand. There, of course, is a few more goodies and stuff for adults too.
Yeah.
The socks are one of the things for the adults, but I also have T-shirts and crew necks, and I have kids' hoodies, even though it's starting to get warm. Those may be out of style at the moment.
Yeah.
But I do have kids' hoodies. I have masks if anyone needs
umbrellas?
them on there. Looking to doing that one too.
Cool too.
Still looking to reach out to Crocs. It's been doing what I can, but
people don't get back. Anybody know anybody at Crocs? Anybody know anybody at Nike? I even did a poll on, that's people. It's a tough
to
world.
break through the mold.
Well, it's tough with social media because there's so much out there.
Yeah.
And you're trying to break through as a business, and every 2 seconds is breaking news because of some other dumb shit story.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
There you go.
Whereas you're trying to live your life and do a business, and let's follow the sparkly little drop.
A firefly.
Stop chasing that shit. Chase your own dreams. Everything's calm yourself down. Everything's gonna be just fine. Yes, I know it's tumultuous. Ooh, that's a big word.
Good job. You got it out without stuttering.
No, I almost
bonus.
did. It's like the bottom tooth didn't want us to talk. But anyway, it's tough out there. But do you? Life's too damn short, especially when you see all the young people and stuff like that, or just people in general that lose, their lives. People die every day. You're not given tomorrow, so you live your life. Don't worry about the other shit. For real, you got to take care of your mental health, your own health, and screw everybody else. But the main thing is,
yes,
if you like dinosaurs. This is Tank, okay?
He's a T-Rex.
Tank, okay?
Tank the T-Rex.
And any of the products that were shown can be found on
Etsy.com/shop/Tank's Terrific Threads. That's TANKS Tank's Terrific Threads.
And there you have it. If you're looking for me, it's Lisa DCT. Smash the button. What they say?
Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, and everything. What they say? Donnan.Lisa on all the other stuff, I think. But it's Lisa D.
I thought you were going to say the like button thing.
Yeah, smash the button.
Well, they're like, smash that like button.
Yeah, something like that.
Punch the like button.
Yeah, something like that. Smash that button.
Hit subscribe.
Hit it. On
High
YouTube.
Energy.
Because I'm switching everything over to YouTube. Because, just because. It's a slow process, though, I have to say.
Just to have it as it is.
Because,
when you look back and you see how much you've actually made, it's like, did I do that much?
Yeah, I did do that much. It's like, holy shit, to put that stuff over. And it's like, I'm like, whatever. I start creating new things and, I'm forever just thinking, I'll never be too old. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Nobody even has to look at it. I do it for me because I laugh at myself sometimes. How could you not? Look at this face. Anywho, see you at what again?
What?
Hey, Tunes.
Hey, Pedro.
Oh, you know Pedro.
I believe that yes, I know Pedro. And sorry for a sec. My brain is turning to mashed potatoes.
I know it's been a long day. At the end, it's not even halfway through. I got to scrape off the makeup.
Started early, 3 a.m.
with a putty knife and go for a walk. That's what I'm doing. What are you going to do? Take care of the baby?
Back to the ground. Yeah, the baby is barking downstairs.
Baby, I hear. I know your grandmother's going, oh my God. But anywho, it was fun. We wanted to jump on real quick, let you know what the hell's going on. Look for his pictures coming soon.
Lots coming your way.
Yeah.
And the month ahead and
doesn't
hopefully
look
the rest
like
of the
it,
year.
But we're working hard.
Every single day.
Yeah, that's it. You take care of yourself.
Until next time, Instagram, thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with the both of us, with me and Mamasaurus. Be well, take care of yourselves, and love yourself. Keep going strong. Love yourself. Believe in yourself.
And if you don't believe in yourself, contact me. I'll tell you to believe in yourself.
I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're you.
That's right.
Keep on keeping on, my friends. You can do this. I believe in you. Until next time, stay terrific, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Boop.